Like some all first verse shit.
Fat Boy, Damn I'm Wild.
Shout out to Damn I'm Wild.
Fat Boy, what's going on?
Shout out to Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Fat Boy, Damn I'm Wild.
Damn I'm Wild.
Check out Damn I'm Wild.
Man, Fat Boy, cook up.
Man, Fat Boy say, I respect the culture. I advise you niggas to do the same.
Piperboy shit crazy than a motherfucker, ain't it? You imagine going to the motherfucking Whole Foods for a goddamn froyo and less than 5 minutes later some motherfucking cantaloupe or some peaches getting bounced off your motherfucking head? That shit crazy as hell, bruh. Okay, I reloaded, the bankroll swollen, I got them all folded, I got them like, hey, hey! That used to be my shit. If Young Buck would have slapped the piss out of Piperboy, we'd have never seen that motherfucking video. You hear me? That shit would have never came out, bruh. He'd have smacked the dog shit out of him. You think we would have seen that? Hell nah. Watch me do my thing. Patron on my shirt. I ain't gonna front. Homie did have on some fucking snake skin shorts. That shit probably was expensive, but that shit's not fashionable. On the other hand, Piperboy might have balled that nigga Buck up. He'd have had that nigga Piperboy on fucking WWE next week. Nigga would have been walking out on fucking Monday Night Raw. Right out the gate, Vince McMahon would have been all over that shit. I could serve Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. I would comment on Buck Shorty, but you don't know who the fuck that nigga is with at this point, bruh. That's why you can't just be fucking with any old female, bruh. I don't be liking these bitches' pictures. You don't know whose son that is in that photo. Niggas be out here on some bullshit. You thinking you liking a female picture. These niggas want to be your girlfriend. Gotta be careful. I ain't had no intro for you niggas the last 3 videos. I was just trying to get them shits out there, but I ain't got an intro for y'all today. It's a whole fucking fact. Them niggas tried to get on some gangster shit in the Whole Foods. I had to break out the Geechee. Y'all niggas fuck with Geechee? Hell yeah, y'all fuck with Geechee. Hey Geechee, take that shit away, cuz.
Chastised. Who the fuck want problems? Nigga trip, point him out. I'll shoot a nigga while he with his bitch on my mama. I've been booming like Metro. In the 90s, they assigned my ass to death row. Gang, gang shit. Bang, bang, bitch. Hey, where you from? I ain't asked you who you hang with. I'm with the riders and the shit starters. Dog, we murder sons and we pimp daughters. Shorty wanna be a thug? Yeah, that's what he said. Here go a gun, don't come back until a nigga dead. Fresh out the boxes, then the clips with the infrared. Shit easy, point the dot up at a nigga head. See, I be gripping like Big Wood in this prime. The streets love me cause I represent the hood in my rhyme.
Oh yeah, throw your neighborhoods in the air. If you don't care, oh yeah, throw your neighborhoods in the air. If you don't care, cause we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Nah, we don't give a fuck. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Nah, we don't give a fuck.
West side, I'm connected like Ice Cube. I've been shooting Mac 10 since high school. I'm West side like a Dub C Crip walk. See, we don't talk the same language, boy, the stick talk. Middle finger in the air, I think I'm.
What up, y'all? It's your man, Fat Boy. Checking in. Wild Goon shit. New Era shit. Loot Squad. If you're new to my channel, salute. This Piperboy shit. If you're not familiar with me and my channel and you ain't been here for a while, I ain't never had no beef with Piperboy. We never went back and forth on no weirdo shit. But I never really been a fan of just some of the moves this nigga make. The whole Tay-Rock situation, the Av situation. I wasn't really crazy about how the nigga moved, but at the same time, I don't know how those situations necessarily started. So I don't hold him fully accountable for everything. I don't know who was really at fault for starting some of that bullshit. And, you know, this most recent shit where niggas been putting the man a dress out and all this other shit. Like, niggas be doing some oddball shit. So I'm sure that he well within his rights on some of these situations to respond or act the way that he acts. So that's neither here nor there. I don't really give a fuck about all that. I really just wanted to talk about this situation with Young Buck. I'm kind of like on the fence with it, right? Because on one hand, the nigga don't got a real reason to fuck with this nigga. Like, this nigga, Young Buck, has gone through enough. He got enough problems. You feel me? That whole tranny situation, Lord, that nigga took a beating. And the crazy part is, all that shit kicked off right when this nigga was doing interviews on different radio shows and shit like that was popping up on YouTube. Like, the nigga had a project coming out. He say he had some dope music coming out and some of his best music ever. And I mean, all them niggas say, all artists say this my best shit ever. But, you know, some samples of it had came out and I was like, damn, this shit don't sound that bad. And then the tranny shit popped off. So the nigga got enough problems in his life where now his music career is basically fucked. It was already in bad shape, but now it's worse. You feel me? So this situation now where 50 done got a hold of the video. 50 the pettiest nigga on earth. And this only gets worse for Buck. Now, as far as it concerns, Piperboy is like, bro, why would you go out your way to do that shit? And I'm gonna explain where I'm going with this. I didn't get it, right? And I didn't understand Piperboy a lot leading into this situation. But now I get this nigga a little bit. Is it fucked up what he did? Yeah, that shit was kind of fucked up, yo. That shit was unnecessary. But the nigga has kind of, and this ain't, I don't want this to come off like a diss. He's kind of reached his peak. Like, you're at the pinnacle of what being a battle rap blogger can be. Now, some will say Jay Black is the pinnacle. I'll go with that too. You know, but Jay Black don't necessarily blog anymore. I'm talking about Piperboy. He's reached the peak. You speak on content. You got thousands and thousands of subscribers who hang on your word or what you believe as far as your battle rap opinion and shit like that. You can't only go but so higher. So much higher, should I say. So, at some point, you gotta think outside the box. And you gotta move yourself beyond just being a battle rap blogger. And I was having conversations with my niggas earlier, and I was like, again, it was a fucked up move, but the shit was smart. I mean, the nigga admitted that he was clout chasing, so he got that shit out the way. But then that just enlightened me, like, with the fact that, okay, this really all it is then. The nigga really trying to move beyond just being a battle rap blogger. He got the whole in-studio setup at his house. And it's a nice background. He got the shit all set up. I'm sure he paid a nice little piece of change for that shit. You know what I mean? He got his own style down. And if you notice during that video when he was saying, yeah, I'm clout chasing and this was the issue behind it, you know, he's branding, he's throwing his brand out there. He let niggas know that he's part of the battle rap community for niggas who tuning in just to see who he is. You know what I'm saying? And that, I don't know how much it shed. I mean, you either fuck with battle rap or you don't. So I don't know if it brought fans to battle rap or, you know, shed any light on battle rap per se. But he let niggas know what community he from, that he been out here. He basically establishing himself as a form of media. Now, maybe he not in the broad scope of what media is as far as like music and hip hop and shit like that, but he has a hip hop background as far as battle rap is concerned. And you got 50 Cent retweeting your shit and sending niggas to your channel. Yeah, you want to establish yourself and put yourself out there. Now, here's the thing about it. I feel like you put yourself in a fucked up light because, number one, you admit to clout chasing, and a lot of niggas is not gonna fuck with that. Hell, most people probably not gonna fuck with that. But if let's just say, I don't know, Complex or, you know, Vibe or anybody, I don't know, just any fucking media outlet is watching, he willing to put himself out there and speak his mind on whatever the situation, that may be appealing to some people. Controversy fucking sells. So you got to look at it beyond the fact that, like, oh, this just was a fucked up move. I mean, if it put him on, it put him on. I'm not co-signing this shit. I'm just saying that from his standpoint, it's smart. I mean, if you're going to market yourself beyond battle rap, this was an opportunity to do that. Now, I guess the only thing left to speak on is his reasoning behind it. He's saying, well, yeah, this nigga bumped into each other a few times before, and then I like the way the nigga was looking at me or whatever, and they was, you know, some eye glares and whatever. And it's like, fam, that nigga don't know you from a can of paint, to be completely honest. And I mean, how many times y'all run into each other? I'm not saying the nigga lying, because I don't really know. I ain't one of them type of niggas. I don't know what the nigga really did. But to feel like you needed to check this nigga or address him, that don't necessarily, in my mind, it don't fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, fam, I don't really see that as enough of a reason for you to walk up on this nigga and start no shit like this. I feel like it was more for the controversy. I don't feel like, because you think, I mean, because if it was that, you would have said something to that nigga when it was happening then. I mean, if you doing it now with the camera out, why you ain't do it then before you thought to move on it in this, you know what I'm saying, in this direction? So it's like, you could have been addressed this, but like I said, like, yeah, this feel like it was more for the intentions of what exactly you did with it afterwards. You made a whole video addressing why you did what you did, and, you know, your reasoning behind it. And it's like, I don't know, I guess you was convincing people that you had a reason, but in my mind, like, that ain't enough. Now, I had a nigga tweet earlier. The nigga said, yo, I don't think Piperboy wanted that smoke. I don't know if you can necessarily criticize the distance, like, oh, he wasn't up on him. I mean, well, you don't want to be that close up on a nigga. You got your phone in your hand. If that nigga swing, you not prepared. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like he was like 2 miles away from the nigga. They was right in close proximity of one another. So if they wanted to get it shaken, they could have did that. You know, Bucker Street nigga, he outside with the shit. But that nigga can't afford no fucking lawsuits right now. So his motivation behind swinging on the nigga is probably very little. You know, you heard the nigga say, you know what I'm saying, there ain't gonna be no motherfucking, we ain't about to scrap. We ain't about to do that at all. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga talking about some other shit. He ready to do some other shit to your ass. But I mean, it would be stupid for it to go in that direction, because nigga, it's on camera. So you caught for doing it if you do some dumbass shit like that. And Piperboy saying the same shit like it's in the car. But I mean, from what we hearing, this nigga Piperboy is supposed to be tall as a motherfucker. So Buck ain't no 9 foot tall type nigga. He ain't but so fucking big. So he probably ain't really had that vibe to really want to swing on Piperboy in that moment either. Excluding the fact you got your shorty right there. He ain't probably about to swing on this nigga anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you hear the nigga saying at the end of the video, if you're paying attention, you can hear the nigga saying, keep that same energy. It sounded like he was going to say, keep that same energy when we get outside. Now, Piperboy saying he went outside and was sitting out that bitch eating, what'd he say? He was eating froyo or whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck he was eating, and was waiting outside for 4 or 5 minutes or some shit like that. And when he was getting ready to pull off the parking lot, Buck came outside and was saying something. But it's like, fam, again, that's another moment where if you wanted to get it shaken with that nigga, I'm not questioning Piperboy's gangster. This ain't an attack on his character. You can judge it how you want. I'm just spilling what I think on the situation. Like, fam, you waited for the nigga to come outside, but then when the nigga did come outside, you pulled off. Then you went home and made a blog about the shit. So either you really wanted to fight, or you didn't necessarily want to fight. You just wanted to fuck with this nigga and get the clout. It's one or the other. It can't be both. Because if you wanted to just fight, the phone wouldn't have came out. You would have just been with the shits. So that's my opinion on the shit. For niggas who's like, I seen niggas earlier saying, yo, I want Fat Boy, you gonna blog on it? Yo, what's your opinion on it? Whatever. That's my opinion on it, yo. Nothing too crazy. I just wanted to chop it up and talk about the shit. But again, like I said, I feel like low-key it's a little bit negative for the battle rap community because, you know, this shit look corny. And if you being corny and you talking about you represent the battle rap community, then it's a black eye on us to a degree. But I mean, it don't affect the battle rappers and people not I don't think people looking at the community, they looking at him. But for him, it's smart. It's smart marketing for him to keep flashing his image and stating where he, where he from, what he do. For people who might be watching, he might get a look on a network or some shit like that. So, hey, tip my cap to the nigga. If that's how you gotta move, you feel like that's what you gotta do, salute to that nigga. But I ain't no hater. I just call it how it is. I'm an unbiased ass nigga. I don't play favorites. I'm a glass half full type of nigga. It could be some negativity behind shit, and I speak on that. But if it's some positive shit to come out of it, I speak on that shit too. Like, I ain't no hater. Like I said, salute to that nigga, but I'm off this shit, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think this shit was fucked up? Y'all think it was cool? Do you think, you hope the nigga get the big look? Is the shit, something come out of it? What y'all niggas think? It's your man Fatboy signing the fuck off as usual, yo. I respect the culture. I advise you niggas to do the same. Hey, yo, Pose! You know what it is, cuz. Take us home.
Please don't unplug the game.